Okay, welcome to the committee. It's a very short meeting today of the East Kelowna and Transcona Community Committee. I would first of all like to do the land and water acknowledgement. I'm Councillor Russ Wyatt, joined by Brendan Harris, the clerk, Councillor Emma Duran Wood, and Choi Ho, who's our area planner. So the land and water acknowledgement, I would like to acknowledge that we are on Treaty 1 territory, the home and traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Innu Cree, and the Dakota peoples, and in the national homeland of the Red River Métis. Our drinking water comes from Shoal Lake 40 First Nation in Treaty 3 territory. There's probably minutes from the resident advisory group, I'm assuming. All right, correct. We have those to, okay. I'll see who I read them. Councillor Brownwood moves them.
So moved.
All in favor, opposed, carried. If Councillor Brownwood can move the minutes of the last community committee meeting as well, that'd be great. Thank you. All in favor, opposed, carried. We don't have any delegations today. We will jump right into reports. Was there anything else? That was it for minutes.
Correct.
So the first item I mentioned to Ray when he was here, we have to have that meeting. We said we're going to come together with a motion, so I just haven't had a chance to send it. So yeah, if you could lay item 1 over, that'd be great. Councillor, excuse me. Just move layover.
Okay, I move layover, please.
Till the next meeting, which is, when is the next meeting, by the way?
February 23rd, 2026.
Okay, we have some time, and there's gonna be a big plan approval there, I think, coming up, from what I'm hearing, so. Yes, an exciting one. Okay, actually, I can talk to you after the meeting about it. So, number 2, plan approval 2615 Main, sorry.
We could just call the question on item 1.
Oh, yes, I apologize. All in favor of laying over to the next meeting? All in favor, opposed, carried, good. Thank you for reminding the chair what he's supposed to do. So number 2, plan approval 2615 Main Street. What is do we have drawings there that we need to look at or anything like that? So what we used to do, Emma, all the time when I first got on council, and it was kind of what the community committees had always done, which is, we kind of look at the drawings and we go over them. When it comes to plan approvals, like, I don't know, have you done one yet? Is this your first one? Yeah, you've done a couple. Okay, all right. So like we really, look at things like landscaping. We're trying to take things up a notch, as what go in place. Others, just better bicycle storage and bicycle parking. We kind of came down, it was actually Ed Schreier, who you heard at the one meeting, we said the banks all have to have public washrooms now. So, a lot of seniors were complaining, including the former Governor General. So, it's, we try to make these things, take these things into consideration. Was there anything that Councillor Bowati, being his ward, passed along that we needed to be aware of this? Was there anything he passed on to you, Troy?
Not to me specifically.
No?
Just the email that was circulated. I will note that we do have Jennifer Waskell, who did originally register in delegation, has now appeared in the waiting room on Zoom.
Okay, I don't let her speak.
I will admit her.
Councillor Duran Wood moves suspension of the rules to hear, what is her?
Jennifer Waskell.
Waskell?
Waskell.
Waskell to speak, yeah. Okay, so all in favor? Opposed, carried. All right, so.
Okay, Jennifer, we have you in the room. You'll have 5 minutes to make your presentation after you state your name.
Hello, can you all hear me okay?
Yep, you're coming through loud and clear.
Okay, awesome. Hello, everybody. Good morning. I'm Jennifer. I will be speaking to the project today. I do have some renderings to support the drawings submitted, so I can share my screen and show those to you. But ultimately, I'm just here to answer any questions you might have on the project. Yeah. So I'll share my screen here. Just give me a moment.
Who are you representing, Jennifer?
I'm representing Penfor Construction and speaking on behalf of Danny Sarhall, the architect.
You were for Penfor Construction.
That's right. Yep.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Just to note, councillors, I did not receive these renderings beforehand, so we'll need a suspension of the rule to have them received by the committee.
Councillor Duran Wood, if you could move that, please, that'd be great. Thank you. All in favor, opposed, carried.
Okay.
And Jennifer, I will also need a copy of these renderings as well once you're done.
Yeah, absolutely. I can send those over right after this.
Thank you very much.
So these the elevations on this page are essentially similar or the same as the ones in the documents submitted. This just has the included elevations all on one page with the rendering for the exterior. This shows a Google image of its proximity on the site next to the strip mall. There will be no changes to the parking. This project is entirely encompassed for the exterior facade only. We are simply looking to upgrade it, bring it up to date, give it a fresh look. And this is the existing building here. So this is as is. Just waiting for that. Does that show on your screen? And then this is the exterior as proposed. Again, keeping all of the exterior elements as far as windows, door locations, none of that is changing. This is just a materials upgrade. The biggest change being the shape of the exterior canopy.
Sorry,
And
what's the building gonna be?
it's a liquor mart. It's going to stay the same. The tenant will not change.
Okay.
This is just simply to update it. The precedent of this is the Sterling Line Liquor Mart for the design upgrade. So it'll be just a modernization of the facade. So pretty simple changes. Mostly just upgrading the material, the acrylic finish, and changing the structure of the canopy. But otherwise, the whole site will function the same. There's no changes, like I said, to the parking. We're looking to improve the lighting around the building for safety. And yeah, that's about all I have.
What do you have by way of bicycle parking? I don't see any bicycle parking on the site.
It's a good question. No, I haven't looked at the bicycle parking myself. I could see what there is.
Okay, that's number one.
Okay.
To get the drawing amended to add bicycle parking near the doors. The other question I have, are there publicly accessible washrooms here?
Publicly accessible washrooms in the building?
In the liquor store, yeah.
Oh, I would believe so, but I actually did not address any of those.
Are you looking for that, or are we waiting?
Yes, sorry. I am just looking right now. I just pulling up the drawings here. I think I have the old plans. Sorry. Here we go. Okay. Just opening it here. Okay. I guess because the work was primarily focused around the exterior facade, the old floor plan files were not updated on my end. So I'm just looking in the archives that we have for it. Pulling up the old CAD file here. The tenant floor plan is not on this drawing set.
Let us know when you're ready.
Sorry, yes, bear with me here.
Well, whether you have them or not, we're gonna probably recommend them, just so you know.
Okay.
The other thing here is, the site you're, building on, you're working for the property owner, I'm assuming, of the, mall?
That's right. Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna be doing some upgrades to the mall as well today, to increase the landscaping in the mall. So you may wanna take this back to the property owner before we vote. You know, we're gonna give a recommendation, but you may wanna take it back to them unless you need this approved today.
Well, yeah, we were hoping to get it approved today just for, this was a project that he was hoping to start working on this spring.
Okay. Very good. So then we'll make the changes, and if there's an issue, you can always come back to this committee, okay?
Okay, so just to be clear, so the changes are that we need to address the bathrooms, and you would like to see landscaping shown?
Well, number one, bicycle parking.
Bicycle parking, yes.
Number two, publicly accessible washrooms in the liquor store. Number three, a higher level of, what I've done here is I've, created significant or proper islands for the ability to grow trees. So we're gonna want a landscape plan coming back to this committee, indicating the trees that are gonna be planted here, showing exactly what I've drawn. So we're gonna need something back anyway. I'm very familiar with the site. I've been there a number of times, and it's just, it's very, what can I say? It's very underwhelming. They have a lot of parking on site, more than they actually need for the entire site. So there's definitely room to do some nice landscaping on the site, that I'd like to see improved on it, if, with Councillor, Rans would support, of course. And then the other thing is, you know, the liquor store, can you go back to the front entrance there if you don't mind, that rendering there?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
I don't know why it's all blank all of a sudden.
You having a hard day there today?
Oh, it's just like my internet or
I know, that's okay. That's okay.
I'm gonna try turning off my video maybe. Yeah, I'm having a computer issue here.
Find it?
Um, sorry, I'm having a computer issue.
All right.
I don't know why it's showing blank.
Yeah, hopefully you have better luck on the job site when you're building.
Oh,
So let's just say, you know, when you go to, and I apologize for these stupid sunglasses, I left my other ones at home. When you go to all the liquor stores today,
mm-hmm.
you walk in, but you have to wait. And the customers, I go there for my friends because I don't drink, but the customers have to wait sometimes in -30 outside. If there's a long line at Christmas time, they're freezing. Why is the liquor store now, with this opportunity of this new build, are they building a double entranceway system? So that the people who are, because this is Manitoba after all, right?
Yes.
Right, we're not in California. So, you know, if you're in California, you probably want air conditioning. But anyway, there should probably be something, and you know, I was hoping you'd be able to pull up your entranceway.
Yeah, I'm working on
I
it.
think I want to see that entranceway that you have. You already have it set up with that kind of an overhang, I call it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you pull that drawing up, please?
Yeah, I got something here I can show you,
Okay, good.
and then I'll try to.
Did she send me this? Okay. So what would this be, a second entranceway we would call it, or a primary entrance? primary
Should show any second now.
first stage.
Do you see anything yet? There you
Yes,
go.
and so you see you have that large, now, is there a gap in between those, I guess, pillars? That's kind of the superstructure holding it up and the wall behind it?
Yes, there is a gap. So there's an existing column, and we're planning to reuse the existing structure of the column, just reduce its size to a more like square rectangular shape as opposed to the fluting that's on the existing one. And then this more modern take on the canopy, but essentially keeping the same structural like distance from the building, all those things.
The other thing your plan does not have is the signage on it. Why is that?
Yes. That is just a rendering thing.
Yeah,
I did not add it.
When you come to this committee, it already has to have the signage on it, eh?
Oh, okay. No, I was not aware.
So we're gonna be laying this over anyway. You're gonna be back
Okay.
in a month.
Okay.
You have to have signage on it, but what I like to, so how large is the gap between the wall and the pillar, each pillar there? How wide? You have the.
It's just over 3 feet.
Oh, yeah, right. So it's enough for a wheelchair.
It's enough to get through. Yep.
So you can design a system of these doors that automatically open, right? So that would be the first stage of an indoor waiting area, so that the public does not have to stand outside in line and freeze or fry at whatever the case may be, before they go and spend money on the government, right? Just a thought. I know we have to do this now because of the security issues that the liquor stores were having with people coming in, right?
That's right. I believe so.
Okay, so you follow what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's a good point.
Okay, so we're gonna make that recommendation. All right, you're yeah, we'll get it in and see if there's anything else. So those are the places I put with the increased landscaping on the sites.
So,
Who owns this small?
in the plan approval, kind of everything except for
Yeah.
discussion?
I was gonna check with Choi on that, just because we are going outside of the proposed building, but still on the subject site. Is there any concerns from the department about making those additional amendments with respect
Usually
to
if
the
it's the
parking?
same guy that owns it. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, the focus is this unit. The other units actually are under a different, like civic address. So they do need all the, for example, bicycle landscaping, so those weren't triggered for this plan approval. We were just focusing on the facade changes.
Let's see if they're willing to voluntarily do it, then let's try to clean it up.
So this,
Yeah.
this is the site here.
Yeah, that's the site.
And then you've added these things in. I guess this must be the Sobeys.
That's the site.
So, yeah, I guess my question is just, is that within the scope of what we can? I would say it's out of the scope. Did you wanna propose maybe things closer to?
No, excuse me, are you there?
Yep, I'm still here.
Jennifer, okay, so we're gonna take this back to your employer. Run it past them and see if they're prepared to make these modifications that we're requesting. If you're amenable to it, we're amenable to it, okay?
Okay.
The planner will give them to you after the meeting.
Okay.
Thank you.
And is the department amenable as well, just because if they are amendments, all parties need to be on board?
If it's voluntary. Right. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, it's tough with the bicycle parking, the accessible washroom requests, increased landscaping and the double entranceway. I see your point about the signage. It really, yeah, it really is just about the liquor mart building in this case. Those other items are outside of scope. I don't know how it works if the public service.
If they're amenable to it voluntarily, then they're the applicant. It's their application, so. Okay, good.
In
So
this case that there, I see from the Google Street View, currently there's already bicycle parking there, so I think that would be my,
it's got.
I would like to make sure that that stays,
Yeah, for sure.
but that's kind of the main thing, I guess, that I would.
Do you have the amendment clear and?
So-
are you clear?
There's kind of just two ways we can go about this. One is they could be referred back to the applicant for them to submit new plans, which would have all of these things attached.
Good idea.
Alternatively, it could be laid over, but it would be laid over for them to consult with the property owner to see if they were amenable to these changes, and then would be approved with amendments, but refer back would be the one just where they would be submitting fully new plans that would outline what has been requested.
No, let's do the forward.
Referred back or laid over?
No, refer back to them with the suggested change.
Okay.
And then bring it back, yeah.
So I just want to make sure that I have that. So it will be referred back to allow plans, including the following, and we'll have increased bike parking near the front entrance. The installation of islands and landscaping throughout the parking lot as shown on the blue ink. A double entranceway system to allow a waiting area for the public. Publicly accessible washrooms.
Correct.
And signage shown on the plans.
Bingo.
Excellent.
Good.
Okay, motion is understood.
Moved by Councillor Duran Wood. Thank you. All in favor, opposed, carried. Councillor adjourns the meeting. Thank you.
Question on adjournment?
Did you have any new items of new business? No? Okay. All in favor, opposed, carried. Great.